Most dietary carbohydrates contain glucose, either as their only building block, as in starch and glycogen, or together with another monosaccharide, as in sucrose and lactose. In the lumen, or of the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine, and small intestine, the glucose, oligo, and polysaccharides are broken down to monosaccharides by the pancreatic and intestinal glycosidases. Other polysaccharides cannot be processed by the human intestine and require assistance by intestinal flora, such as the bacteria, if they are to be broken down. The most notable exceptions are sucrose, fructose-glucose, and lactose, galactose-glucose. Glucose is then transported across the apical membrane of the enterocytes by SLC5A1, SGLT1, and later across the basal membrane by SLC2A2, GLUT2. You can see how complicated all this biology can be. Some of the glucose is converted to lactic acid by astrocytes, which is then utilized as an energy source by brain cells. Some of the glucose is used by intestinal cells and red blood cells, while the rest reaches the liver, adipose tissue, and muscle cells, where it is absorbed and stored as glycogen under the influence of insulin. Liver cell glycogen can be converted to glucose and returned to the blood when insulin is low or absent. Muscle cell glycogen is not returned to the blood because of lack of enzymes. In fat cells, glucose is used to power reactions that synthesize some fat types and have other purposes. Glycogen is the body's glucose energy storage mechanism because it is much more space efficient and less reactive than glucose itself.
Thank you for watching. Keep learning and keep it keto. So keto.com.